Some of you may have heard of the abominable snowman. Some of you may have heard about Bigfoot. Some of you may know about the Loch Ness Monster. But when I was a girl growing up in northern United States, the Algonquin people spoke of another creature, the Wendigo. The Wendigo is made of stone and covered in earth. The Wendigo's feet are boulders, and when the Wendigo walks, the ground shakes. The Wendigo has flaming red eyes, and if you look into the Wendigo's eyes, you too will become as stone. And the Wendigo is not like you and I. Oh no. The Wendigo eats people. Now when the Wendigo comes to your town, to your village, to the place where you live, you have no choice but to move away. And a village, a small village on the border of Canada and the United States, a man never came back from the hunt. A few days later, a woman was missing from her home. They knew the Wendigo had come to their village. But they did not want to move. No, they had lived on that land for generation after generation. They did not want to leave that land they loved. So the people, they gathered together and they talked and they talked and they talked all through the night until they came up with a plan. When the sun rose, the villagers went to the edge of that village. And there they dug a huge pit into the ground, and they covered that pit with branches and leaves. By the time they were finished, the sun was already going down, and the elder spoke to the people. He said, "My friends, whatever you do, do not look into the Wendigo's eyes, or you will become stone." And they knew that to be true. The villagers hid behind bushes. The villagers hid behind the trees and waited. The night was dark. Clouds covered the moon and the stars. Quietly, they waited and they waited. Some of the villagers fell off into sleep, but it was a young girl. She was the first to feel the ground shake. The Wendigo, it's the Wendigo. Quickly, she awoke the other villagers, and they waited as that Wendigo came closer and closer and closer. Finally, the Wendigo stepped into that pit, and down, down, down he fell to the bottom of that pit. The signal was given. All the people come out of their hiding places. They pushed in logs, they pushed in leaves, and then the elder of that village picked up a flaming fire stick and threw it into the pit. The flames shot up high, high, high into the sky. Oh, the heat was so great. The people backed away, and they backed away. And then in that flaming pit, they heard the breaking of stone and earth, cracking and breaking. And then they heard a voice. I am the Wendigo. You cannot get rid of me. Oh, no, no, no. I shall return, and when I do, I will eat you and your children's children forever. No sooner had the words been spoken than the logs fell into the pit, and thousands of ashes flew up into the sky, and all the ashes turned into the world's first mosquito. So you see, the Wendigo has kept his promise. He is still eating us bit by tasty